So, traveling, it's great to have the perfect camera, the perfect lens, but one piece of gear that we don't really talk about at all is this, the passport. Now, the passport is the most important piece of travel gear you will ever take with you, ever. And for us in the UK, obviously, there's been a couple of changes since our old passports, our old burgundy ones. Now, we have these lovely dark navy blue, gold, really slick looking passports. I'm kind of going to go through where the British passport stands now and the benefits of having a British passport. See, I've just got my passport renewed, so this is the first time that I've had a sole British passport from using the European Union one. I mean, the real power of the British passport is visa-free travel. Most people are going to tell you to go to the Henley Passport Power Index. So according to Henley's Passport Power Index, we stand 13th, which is not bad, really good. But that is based on economic mobility score. There's a fair few different factors that contribute towards that. But if we go to global visa-free access, the United Kingdom passport is joint third, which is very impressive. So that means, according to Henley's, that we can go to 192 destinations with about 85% of global coverage, which, that's outstanding, isn't it? Let's have a look a bit more in depth at that. So you can use the Henley one, that's kind of most people's go-to, but I like to get a variety because it says 192 destinations. I think that's including territories and things like Dutch Caribbean and those kind of things, which are obviously owned by the Netherlands. The tool I like to use the most is the Passport Index. That's just what it's called, Passport Index. And you see here, so in the green areas, visa-free access to 120 destinations with this passport. That's, you can just turn up with your stuff. Hey, I'm British passport citizen. Let me stay for however long I'm allowed to stay for. And for most places, you get anywhere from 30 to 90 days. But then there's other places where you get some crazy amount of days. On many, you can stay for up to 6 months. The Bahamas, 240 days in the Bahamas, which is, what's that, 8 months? One of the most interesting ones, and it's great that some places can allow you to stop up to 6 months. Like I said, Bahamas was 240 days. With this British passport, you can travel to Georgia for 360 days. 360 days, that is wild. That means for only 5 days in the year, you would not need to be in Georgia. 5 days, 360 days, which is insane because the other way around, the Georgian passport, they need a visa to come to the UK. As British citizens, we definitely take this passport for granted. There's no doubt about that. We just think, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we got English passport, don't even use it. And it's like, you don't understand the real power behind this is visa-free access. I mean, look, okay, let's use a different example, for instance. If you want to check out all the other passports, you go to Explore, click Passport, and it brings you up this page that has all pictures of all the passports of the world. So you can even see what all the passports look like as well. If you compare the Kyrgyzstan passport, for instance, in comparison, and you might be like, dude, you're comparing the Kyrgyzstan passport to the British passport, like what do you expect? But you take for granted the fact that you can just go and travel. It's upon getting my passport renewed that I've really delved into the freedom that this gives me, especially as somebody who's traveling and making content. Being a creative Ronin, you want to be able to have that freedom to just move without any trouble, any issues. And again, the British passport does allow dual citizenship as well. If you want to look at more to do with the taxes side of things as well as another factor to see how powerful the passport is, you can use the Nomad Capital Passport Index. I think is an interesting one because they determine it on different factors. So for instance, the United Kingdom on that passport index, it's tied 14th, which in comparison to third for visa-free travel, 14th, and that includes taxation, and the ability for dual citizenship, the perception of the passport. And I think that's a really interesting way of looking at the power of the passport as well. When people see a British passport, they think quite highly of it. It's got a 40, so the scores are based on 10 being poor, 50 being excellent, And you know, it's got a perception score of 40. That's excellent. So you go to a different country, you show them the British passport, and they're usually more than welcoming into the country. I can't believe how easy it is that we can just book flights, turn up, and then, you know, spend however many days it is we're allowed to spend 360 days of a year in Georgia without having to do diddly squat, which is just insane. There are also some other little benefits of using these passports. Things like citizenship opportunities in places like Mauritius, where, for instance, because you're a British passport holder, which is part of the Commonwealth, the time that you would wait would be like 2 years less, which also then opens you up for buying properties abroad and those sorts of things. So people, you don't understand how much value this document has. And if you've got one, use it. Get out there, travel, and don't just sit on it. You've got access here to the world. Use it, explore it. I hope you guys found some value in this video, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.